Thank you so much for coming in today. I asked if you would mind talking to me about your condition and about what's been your experience before and after taking CBD. So just tell us a little bit about yourself and your condition and what you've been going through.
Okay, so when I came to you in November of 2016, previous to the CBD, I had back surgery, and I have a rod in my back, a titanium rod with screws now. I had a thyroid issue, and for 3 years, the doctors had diagnosed me with fibromyalgia. I just had chronic pain. Well, by the time I had met with you in November, which thank God for Google, because that's how I found you, I was actually ready to not be here anymore because the pain was so bad. They diagnosed me with lupus, and it was rough. It was really rough. Life as I had known it had changed completely. For me, for my family, for my work, my business. But the CBD, so 5 weeks of straight pain.
Before that, tell me a little bit about how your life has changed, or had changed.
Prior to CBD.
Prior to you being diagnosed with lupus, what were you? How active were you? And then what happened?
I was active, not only going to games and in school with my children. I was very active in the gym in my community. I volunteered a ton. Did do a lot of fundraising for charities in my community, and my energy level just it wasn't there. I could barely get out of bed, and for 5 straight weeks. I couldn't get out of bed except to go to the bathroom. The pain was so bad, I was like, I don't want to be here, because I didn't want to take the medications, because of course the protocol is take Percocet, take this, take that, try all these drugs and keep me on the drugs. And I told them I didn't want to take those drugs anymore because my quality of life was not good. So what was the point? I mean, it was a temporary thing. This, for me, every day, it's a great day.
Wow.
It's a really good day.
So tell us a little bit about. So you started taking it last November, and what was your initial experience like when you first started taking it?
Well, my initial experience the day that I saw you, I was given one when I walked into the office, and I was in pain, and I was with my husband and not feeling well. By the time I sat down with you, and I was getting ready to leave the office, I felt so good. I felt, and he noticed it. He was like, look at you, like I had forgotten, you know what I mean? Like there was no pain, none. And I had almost forgotten that I had lupus.
Wow.
And that I had the chronic pain, because the chronic pain is very much like a RA patient, or, but the pain was very high, it was bad. And it was just constant. The fatigue, the anxiety and depression that came because of the pain, because of not being able to move and move on with my life in the manner of which I was so used to doing. That was pretty remarkable for me to take the CBD and feel so great. I felt like I had my life back.
Wow.
Yeah, like I was in my 20s or 30s again.
So not only did it help you with your pain, are you saying it helped you with your anxiety and?
Right, because when you can get up and you can move and you can function and live life semi-normal, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm not functioning, because I never will now, to the peak I once was, because as we age, we also, have those issues. But overall, the CBD, if I didn't take it, I don't know where I'd be. I honestly don't know if I'd still be married, if I'd still be a good mother, or a productive,
What does your family say about it?
They love it. They love, and they know when I haven't taken it. Like if I miss a day or so, they know. Yeah, but they understand they understand my disease.
Yes.
Because there is no treatment and there's no cure for lupus.
Right.
There are medications to help, and depending, because when you have lupus, we all have, it's not the same. We all have fatigue and anxiety, but CBD, when it takes away the pain, it takes away, for me, my anxiety and depression, because that comes, I think, a lot from not being able to function as the human that I've always been able to function.
Yeah. That's remarkable. And I do want to say that everyone's response can be different.
Mm-hmm.
And we see varying responses. And at the same time, we probably see about 8 out of 10 patients with this kind of condition have just a magical response, and it's like a transformation.
Right. It's a total transformation. But it's not just me, because I have shared with friends and actually rescues with their German Shepherds. CBD is great for the big dogs who have, whether it's they're aging and they're not as mobile as they used to be, or they have hip dysplasia because they're big dogs, and that happens frequently. It's been amazing on the animals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same effect, and it's all natural, so there's no side effects. That's what I love about it, is I can still work and I can still drive and not feel loopy or any of those things that, like a Percocet or oxycodone or any of those types of drugs.
Cloudy,
Right, no, very focused, very aware, and I'm able now to actually ask my husband, what can I do to make your day better?
Wow, that's amazing.
Before, I could care less, you know what I mean? I couldn't, it's like, everybody please, I need you to make my life better. I need you to do for me. But they couldn't take care of it either. They didn't know,
Yeah.
Who can take care of someone that, is in chronic pain that's in their bed?
Yeah, that's amazing, and I'm just so happy that people like yourself have just found this, and it's available, and it's here for us, for all of us, and I don't think there's anyone who exists in our society that
couldn't benefit from it.
Could we say that they don't have anxiety here or there?
Right.
And like you said, you're clear and you're focused, so you can work, you can drive.
And there's no side effects. I don't have to worry about blood clots or heart attacks or any of those kinds of things. There's no side effects. I have family and friends who take a ton of Xanax, or it's not like that. It's not like a Xanax where you pop it and then when it wears off you need to pop another one. This is very smooth. It's a great transitioning.
Subtle.
Very subtle. And I love that no side effect thing. And you know what you're getting because it's organic and it's right from the plant.
Yes.
So you're not getting something that's man-made, that's infused with a bunch of chemicals, or you don't know what fillers are in most of these.
Because there must be some misconception that people think chronic pain patients just want to get high. And when I talk to folks, they're not looking for something to make them impaired. They're looking for relief, and they actually enjoy it so much that they're not impaired. That's what I keep hearing, that they're happy that they're aware, they're happy that they're alert, they're happy that they're not foggy, they're happy that they're not high, as they may be with the Percocet, or even the THC, for example. I say this all the time, and I'm like, we're not 18, 19 years old. We are adults, and we need to work and need to take care of our children, and we need to be responsible, and we need to be able to do what we can do to make that happen and be pain-free and have as little bit of anxiety as possible. And I gotta tell you, I take CBD myself, and I started taking it almost like a supplement, like a vitamin. I don't thankfully suffer from chronic conditions such as yourself, but I find the value in just my awareness, my alertness. I sleep beautifully. I mean, I think after age 35 or 40, many of us have difficulty in getting good night's sleep. So it's been amazing. I'm actually doing a testimonial myself. I don't mean to, but I used to take a little bit of Adderall here and there. Now I don't need to even do that, because that focus and clarity and sleeping well at night goes together. It's just a wonderful thing.
Right, it does. And with the CBD, though, to get the maximum benefits, I think you have to have a good diet. Diet is a big part of the plan.
Yes.
For anyone. I really think that's across the board. So I think if you are going to take the CBD and you want the full effect.
Yes. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, that's something that's really important.
Thank you so much for bringing it up, because my paradigm in this whole thing is kind of shifted to exactly that, which is more of the CBD actually
Mhm.
is the supplement to a very healthy, plant-based, balanced diet, a healthy diet,
Right.
a healthy lifestyle, and it's incorporated into that whole thing: exercising, walking,
Mhm.
breathing, meditating, but it's just a component of that. But it gets you to that starting point so that you can
Right.
do those things.
But it has to be in combination, and that's correct, because when you're in that kind of pain, you can't exercise, you can't walk, you can't function, you can't, it's as though, it's a handicap, honestly.
Yeah.
And you're imprisoned in your own body, in your own home, in your own room, in your own space. You're just like in this box. And it's amazing when you take the CBD and the pain goes away, then you can be yourself again. You can, if you like to exercise, or you like to run, or you like to go shopping, or whatever it is you like to do, you can live again.
That's
The
awesome.
quality of my life
That's
is,
awesome.
yeah, and I'm not gonna cry because my mascara is not waterproof. But the quality of my life and the relationship that I have with my family and my friends, so much better.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So much better. 110% better. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you so much
Thank
for sharing
you.
and for coming.
Thank you very
I really
much.
appreciate that, Kelly.
Absolutely.